Indian news ma kwaba assign the ba wan kasa fidie so bio. Na maka trust before anything else na just a share na ebiem so kwa na wo subscribe to your channel no. What's the political news there? Never governance. We catch you sapani put of ma yet. Na panye to forma yet there. Ane na nsem foforo bi enso asan esi. Benim say what the nsem ade ban na ya na ya wote na ya wohwe na ya wofen so. Nti no nsem foforo bi esi a India news yanso so pani ye to for me baby ati nyina chi no yensa atumi aka bi na yaso enso atimi atisa ensemi bi yentie nsem member sisi a na mpanifo mpo se kakom no ye che no koku enum de ba before that no subscribe to your channel no sabeka all other news a fa politics one the opesa wotie no eho etie ba ebe baby asusu anso person de body no fa na de asie bia no so fa comment enso to ase ne yenkenkan informaw de ready na emeko yentie nsem member sisi a utie no fa comment to ase ba de emfa nchemu no so ento aso yentie mra
for the court on the 12th of September or so. In fact, we even have the constituency communications officer for the NDC in Ebuakwanov, who openly said that they are looking for my good self, Honorable Anodompre, and the minority leader to kill, and that they are after us. The video is viral. In fact, the new Patriotic Party officially petitioned the IGP, signed by the General Secretary. As we speak, we have not even received any official correspondence from the police. This is somebody who says that he's going to kill Honorable Afenyomaken, Honorable Anodompre, and my good self. And the person is still walking free. And we have somebody who's been slapped with charges which are misdemeanor, and then the person is being treated as if he's a hardened criminal. Very unfortunate. Very, very. It looks like this unfair application of the law, the bias is becoming too much. We are going to rise up against this unfortunate treatment. It looks like state institutions being weaponized to humiliate the new
Are they trying to get a story from the lawyer?
In the Republic of whoever is behind and using, don't know the team behind. I know that people that the state architecture, the state craft. And they should be that they one day have to harass the use of state machinery against the lives of innocent citizens are concerned. Thank you very much.
Council, for purposes of avoidance, what was the court's decision today?
Yeah, the court decision is that the prosecution prayed the court that investigations are still ongoing and that the accused person be remanded into police custody to continue with ongoing investigations. And under the circumstances, this is based on electronic evidence. Whatever he said, whatever he is alleged to have said, is electronic. Why must it take dates for the person to be remanded into police custody before he can continue with investigations? You see, under the Criminal Other Offences Procedure Act of 1960, Act 30, Section 96(4) clearly tells the court that the court should not withdraw bail as a form of punishment against an accused person. Under the circumstances, we clearly see that the court is just withdrawing bail against ABRONYE to use that as a punishment against an accused person who has not pleaded guilty to the offences that he has been charged with. And a clear breach of Article 19(2)(c) of 1992 Constitution. But we believe in the rule of law in due process. Certainly, we have the instruction of our clients to pursue their matter. And as far as that is concerned, we will climb up and make sure that his liberty is restored. Certainly, he has been remanded into police custody.
When is the next agenda?
Yeah, for 2 weeks. So certainly, we look forward that we come back on the due on the return.
What was the spirit of your client? I mean, we saw him raise his fist to cheers for party supporters.
ABRONYE is a man full of life. He knows that this is just mere political persecution. And certainly, he's hopeful that yes, his liberty will be restored one day. And yes, he's pursuing what he's pursuing in furtherance of democracy.
There are reports he's on a hunger strike. Can you confirm that for us?
Oh, certainly. Once you are being handled this way, will you trust that the same people handling you in a manner as if you have committed treasonable offense When they give you water, will you take it? When they give you food, will you take it? Certainly. He needs to protect his life. And under the circumstances, the reason that he's on hunger strike.
Thank you for your time, sir.
You're welcome.
It is something I catch a year with for MPP for Mokasa of TikTok and social media platforms.
Oh, me da Obiase, me da President Tusuase, me da Ghana Nibiase. The President Mahama Kano, good advice, ma Ghana youth. But good advice, you know. Ebe free any kwan say eyiyimu beba. Say 1 year Oman Pinyini send all kind because before president, because I've been working with former President Akufo-Addo before. At 8 years as a national security officer at Jubilee House, many Akufo-Addo, I am a personal bodyguard for 8 years. So everything will come out of the president mouth. It means he carry a weight. So before President Mahama Bebe Kase say TikTokers, QuickBooks give call social media, so they will use your PIN code number to let the national security or signal bureau to trace you. And I think say a idea I have president. But the main mechanism say yeah the president has because after president there, Ghana will be any ho. Uyi nyamia or no na ewo to me. The president governance, the government and I say Mahama ne ontimi ye ne say obedane oba bema. So what I say, and I say obedane bema oba and no pen a politician and I say president want me here. President betima ye bibia we are born one di born or to say send the omoye ABRONYE we. President betima ordane omacho. Until before president or every week briefing or so monthly briefing before obebabeka TikTok asem no. It means there is something I want who say eko ebi eko tie no and I say eko wrong way. But yeah, papa no we too careful. But somewhere me mu tembia mu ni me stand say you can criticize the government heavy, but to insult say nipa ne bewu and I say obey yeah me so. My who say your party for ni bi you sue previous IGP to say Dampare compare Christian Yahunu. If you ask me as young man, I will stand by Christian Yahunu. Why? Because loyalty. Christian Yahunu when I appointed no IGP, NDC, President Mahama, but Dampare, Akufo-Addo now appointed Dampare to be IGP, but he disappointed MPP. So Christian Yahunu or no what your problem at Dampare a create no obaya or yes a master job. That's how it's supposed to be. Even when best democracy like America 200 or 300 something years, Donald Trump by the head of security, he removed them. Yes. So what I say, because 1 year IGP or no obaya o targeter. So what I say. So our people to target Christian Yahunu say on yene jumano is first time in your first time in the ABRONYE. So what I say. I'm not supporting arresting ABRONYE, which how they arrest no. I know say Yahunu is a political or need to me be wamufa say ABRONYE did Yahunu attempting or mochino, but it's political hand with this arrest. Because we just send it to Black Maria as is a heavy criminal who kill or who is terrorist. No, it's just misdemeanor. So what I say. But the President Mahama Kano me dana say you control you from who say someone who say you backward the commander police crowd or mo dia ABRONYE by your party boys no he need to call me a Moses Abo. Say yene omo friend yene boys in the kasa. What do you see? You see calm. That's how you lead. Until obi hu say tembia ya wakota party no ache nimonyam ama ya yejuma until yentimi yi party ni ma nsuo mu ejemu you need to defend the elephant. So what I say. So yeah the President Mahama asamna say but mo ye yimu mo nkoye only NDC for they have freedom to insult, to criticize, to say everything. But only MPP ni kɔka bibia na ɛsɛ yɛn nkɔmoa no nkɔhyɛ anaasɛ wɔhu sɛ wɔyɛ MPP ni wɔboa MPP yɛn nkɔkye no ɛno deɛ mampanyini yɛsrɛw mama ne mbasa but yɛyɛfoa so sɛ atɛmdidie ɛnyɛ but mampanyini Mahama mesu meka wɔ adeɛ baako pɛnka obɛtumi ayɛ ama yɛ sɛ a yɛsrɛ no sɛ ɔno so waka bibia ate akyemfoɔ sɛ the whole tribe nkɔ kasa tia Akufo-Addo sɛ Akufo-Addo yɛ scam a mene ne yɛ adwene as an individual but who kasa tia full tribe a one person boom efiri mu wo sɛ akyem scam nti mampanyini sɛ no wonka saa asɛm no biom ana sɛ deɛ nti medam ase aka Ghanafoɔ hɔ nti medam ase.
This is what is happening. I am only praying that when it is time for the NDC members to also swallow the Yoko bitters, they would also have the energy to take it. Because I'm not a prophet of doom, but what I can tell you is that in the near future, some of these things may be happening. And Ghanaians would understand that the sort of justices would have to penetrate on both sides, left and right. But it seems right now it's going to the right and leaving the left. It's unfortunate.
And what do you make of the charges that have come up? Because that is the meat of the matter. Statements made, all of the things he said so far, which is basically the core of this case. You don't think it's right that he is picked up on these charges?
The law is very clear on misdemeanors. These charges are misdemeanors. It doesn't even fall for this black man. You see, he's being treated like a dog, I would say, being caged in a whole black area. It's so unfair. I mean, and I would want to say that Ghanaians are watching silently. President Mahama would have to act quickly. He has to act quickly. If he doesn't, actually the goodwill that he had is going down. You know, if you go into the market, most women are complaining. Everybody is complaining that, you know, you promised us a peaceful Ghana. Look at the kidnappings that are going on. Look at the kidnappings. Look at the murder rate. Like, you know, people are dying and all that. So President Mahama gradually is losing his goodwill. People really loved him when he first came in. But because of this, you know, personal attacks and rampant, you know, Rambo style of attacking people, like I said, they are giving us Yoko bitters. So when it is time, we hope that, you know, the NDC people can also have the energy to swallow the Yoko bitters that we are swallowing now. Well, most of our members have been caged. Look at Chairman ABRONYE. You remember Denta Kumi's story. The whole wife got miscarriage. You remember Reverend Intim Fojo? His beautiful children are going through counseling section right now because of the Rambo style.
So you don't think the comments merits these kind of treatment?
Well, I mean, because we have clear precedents. Kevin Taylor insulted President Akufo-Addo, even Otumfuo. Kevin Taylor came into this country, was given a whole protection by this government. And that is why when you go to market, all the market women are asking, what of Kevin Taylor? They say what Chairman ABRONYE said is not palatable. Yes, but they have seen other people make unsavory comments, like Kevin Taylor, like Raf, and others. So when the sword of justice is penetrating towards one side and it's not going to the other side, it becomes so very unfortunate. That is why we are all complaining. And I am glad that the Ghanaians, the Ghanaian people are really seeing the true nature of President Mahama. All of these things that are happening are a dent on his legacy term, we would say. He's not, in my own opinion, I don't think when he goes home, he's going to have a beautiful conscience. It is going to be a scar on his conscience, and that is not good.
Right, thank you very much.